What is up, guys? Yeah, Brian here today with another fantastic team. This is the team by Nora. Hard to you, Nora, as well. Of course, you got the team ID, you can use it right now, you can check it out, but let's talk about the team itself. So as you can see, the team is composed from Togekiss, Bisharp, Gyarados, Rillaboom, Porygon 2 and Cinderace. And starting from the lead that I enjoyed using and I think is really fun lead to start with, Cinderace and Rillaboom. Cinderace Libero ability, which is one of, well, by many, one of the most annoying abilities there are, with a Life Orb, and of course we got Pyro Ball, High Jump Kick, Bounce, and Protect. Again, Dynamaxing this, Gigantamax I should say, turn 1 is absolutely amazing, especially for those different weaknesses that you will be able to hit, because many leads actually are weak towards fire, fighting, or any other, like, you know, they are weak towards max airstream that you're gonna use with thanks to Bounce. But of course we do have Rillaboom with Grassy Surge and Assault Vest. This is kind of like a typical Rillaboom with Grassy Glide, high horsepower, Fake Out and Knockoff. So here we got, you know, high horsepower version. Mainly we'll use that Grassy Glide, and again, a great attacker, great blocker. You know, you got a Fake Out, so you're kind of protecting you on Cinderace turn 1. You can do a knockoff if you see that your opponent is having some items on their Pokemon that might actually ruin this beautiful attack of Cinderace. And of course you got the Grassy Surge, so you'll heal a bit, but also, you know, you'll have some boosts. And if you're facing, you know, some that is weak towards ground type, you got that high horsepower. Then the bag that I tend to use is Gyarados Porygon. I like this bag a lot, and the reason to it is because I like to change Rillaboom for the Gyarados, especially during those early turns, because like if someone, you know, is going for that Rillaboom and the majority of the time they go with a fire attack, when you retreat it and play that Gyarados that has Intimidate ability, not only the stack does not do a lot, but also you intimidate your opponent, or you lower their stats, which is really good. Of course, this Gyarados has Citrus Berry, Waterfall, Bounce, Dragon Dance, and Taunt. And here, majority of the time, you will be using Bounce or Waterfall. If you have this one turn to breathe, you're gonna do the Dragon Dance to get those boosts. Taunt I haven't used a lot in the current meta, so just like a nice addition here, but like mainly Waterfall, Bounce, and Dragon Dance. And again, the other Pokemon that is in the back is a Porygon 2 with a download ability and Evil Light. It's a great stall Pokemon. Ice Beam, Thunderbolt cover really a lot of weaknesses that are in the format right now, and of course got Recover and the Trick Room. So if you feel like you need that Trick Room, you can go with it, right? If you want, you can go Rillaboom, Porygon, Trick Room, you know, you got a Fake Out, and then just move on to what you want to do. But again, you know, great Pokemon. Then we have two additional ones, and those two I treat them together, and I like to play them together if I need them in the back, which is first Togekiss with Serene Grace and Safety Goggles, Air Slash, Follow Me, Yawn, and Helping Hand. And this is more something that I know I'm gonna play if I'm playing against Trick Room, if I'm playing against expanding force teams, right, you know, when I need that extra safety. And Bisharp with Defiant ability, Focus Sash, Sucker Punch, Assurance, Iron Head, and Protect. And this is the mon that I know I will be using definitely again against those Trick Room teams, against those teams that are weak towards Dark type and towards Metal type. So definitely, you know, the Trick Room teams, the expanding force teams, Incineroar teams, you know, all of that stuff is covered by this too. So, you know, to sum up, we've got a beautiful lead of Cinderace, Rillaboom, and two different bags to choose from depending on your opponent's team. We've got Togekiss, Bisharp, or Gyarados, Porygon, which mainly I feel like for this format you're gonna go with the lower four. You're gonna leave the Togekiss, Bisharp as maybe a surprise later on, but definitely, you know, it's great to have them. And they are great mons. So let's move on to the gameplay portion and let's have some fun with it. Of course, the code is right down there below. You can copy it, paste it, and if you enjoy what I'm doing, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. Let's move on to the gameplay portion. 3rd of August, like that was the proper release date, or on 31st, closer to 31st of July. But because of, you know, them pushing the set closer towards Wait, I have to check the summary first. Pushing closer to mid-month, mid-August. Okay. You know what? Let's just try something interesting. So Pixie Plate or Shifu. Yeah. I mean, you know, again, we still talk a lot about TCG, so I mean, like, this allows me to, you know, again, like, that's why you also have Pokemon Couple plays where I play Assassin's Creed. Again, I right now finished Origins, so the Origins is gonna be after the episode 20 of Syndicate. There are gonna be Syndicate and Origins happening simultaneously. Because like you need that, you know, you need that new stuff. So it gives you that you know, that nice thing. But to be quite fair, I mean, wow, Tom, wow, I see that, Kappa, I see that. No, but I think honestly, not having played Pokemon, you know, not having that best of, like, it really takes a toll. And if I have to think that, you know, so this is why I'm also, you know, this is also why the date of my vacation is kind of precisely after the set, kind of like almost at the rotation piece, because until beginning of September, starting August 14th and up until 1st of September, before rotation, we will have Darkness Ablaze and every old set, right? You know, that is in standard format right now. So this is going to be a format that, you know, doesn't exist. Last year it was a huge problem. It was a huge problem last year. And even now, you know, like, you kind of get burnout. It's like, okay, like, how many things I can come up with when I have to, like, literally, you know, 3 more weeks of decks in the same format without play Pokemon, without, you know, just even IRL tournaments that always, you know, give me this, like, extra, you know, things to think about. There's always, like, someone, you know, that you kind of talk to, like, oh yeah, like, this is a cool idea, or like, oh yeah, this might work. Just like, there's nothing there, unfortunately, which is annoying, right? So like VGC is like this nice outlet of, you know, I can do things here and have some fun and be competitive in that way, and because like the meta didn't change in Pokemon, but kudos to Pokemon, actually commercial for Sword and Shield during card game commercial during Premier League, so cheers to that. Because like, you know, even like yesterday, like, the reason we've done the review, because I knew it's gonna take like 2 hours, so the review is gonna be on YouTube soon, but Mystical Fire. But at the same time, I knew, like, okay, I'd rather do that. Just, you know, focusing on the new stuff that's coming. So yeah, can't wait. I can't wait for the new cards, for just something fresh in that. Even though it's gonna be like a weird thing. But for card game, again, getting Volcanions ready, yes. I mean, even promo Volcanion right now is like 5 or 4 euros. It went down a bit if we're talking about prices. But if like we're in the mode where like we need new cards, we need something new, we need. No. Rotation happens 28th of August. It was never like that, Christoph. So, to give you that, every single year, even last year. No, they didn't change that. Wait. No. Rotation was not moved. Wait. It was, yeah, like it was at first, but wait, I'm gonna... Ah, no, it comes, Spider. Wait, Pokemon, TCG, rotation, 2021. Because maybe I'm mistaken and maybe I'm messing something up, but yeah, August 28th, that is correct. August 28th, official Pokemon.com website, August 28th, because it's always like that. You have the set being released, and there's always 2 weeks after set being released that the set becomes legal to play. So the day the set becomes legal to play in standard format, that's where we have rotation. So online we will have 2 weeks of all the cards, because it's always like that. So because, I started VGC, nice, that is really good to hear. I'm gonna try to do a little rock slide. Yeah, because like it's the same way every single year. You've got, dang it. But like you love it, but like for people that are trying to make content, like you will see how weird it's gonna be, because I will be doing post-rotation decks, right? Because in the Dark Blaze, post-rotation stuff. Well, I'm still gonna be facing the older cards, so I will have to go and like keep explaining, hey, okay, this is how it's gonna be. We're gonna have those older cards gone. That's why the deck is gonna work. Like explaining that, So it's really hard for the creators, and like there was like a huge thing last year. This has been a fantastic question. Loving that question. First, it's been great. Second, testing new team. As you can see, doing the new team. I finished completely Assassin's Creed Origins. Literally, there is only, one thing left to do, and it's just literally time consuming. Just getting all the places done. Like, all little small bases, or like, literally not worth it. So everything else I've done 100% achievements on Ubisoft Club, so that's that. So I've done that this morning. Done some rendering, prepared the 2 teams, prepared all the assets for teams. Hey Rock, how's it going? Hello. Prepared the assets for teams, so you have them down there below. Found the teams, because there was a problem, just figuring out the teams, and yeah, just having fun. Just honestly having fun. How about you guys? How was your morning? Ooh, there we go. That looks good. So yeah, so for the TCG, it is gonna be a bit weird and a stretch, but hey, no neutralizing gas. And this guy's gonna be a GG, probably. I still have one more mon. Max Rockfall. Please don't be. It's a GG. Easy. That was a good GG. Honestly, I thought we were gonna lose it, but hey. We managed to beat our opponent, which is great. So yes, I was just talking about Volcanions, right? In TCG, that is a lot harder to force, right? But I also think, I would not mind having kind of like chess clocks. Like, you've got both of players have 15 minutes, and you just have this. You do your move, click. So it goes down. So you have to like really look at that time, because again, like playing with a clock is a skill. Like, you have to learn how to do that, and the only way to learn is to play those major events. So this is also this goes to you, Rama, if you're gonna go to those like major events. Try like working out the clock method, because like probably we're gonna test it in during Friday Night Pokemons at some point before like major tournaments when they're gonna come back. Because it is kind of a skill when you have game 1 ending after 35 minutes, and then there's like this problem. Either if I'm down, I have to play it super fast. I have to speed up my moves. But if I'm up 1, what I do now? Do I let my opponent, or do I help my opponent play faster, or do I slow down a bit? Of course you're gonna slow down a bit, but then the question is, okay, can my opponent pull it off in those 15 minutes? If he can, are we gonna have time for the game 3, right? If there's gonna be a game 3, we're both gonna start doing something fast. If I know I can beat him, like, this is the thing. If, again, it's a game 1, right? If you see the game is dragging, you know, there's no way you're gonna win, but the game is gonna still be like 15 minutes long. What do? You literally just go like, okay, game 2. You scoop and you go like, you know what? I know there is no way. So that's what Tom is talking about. And I had those games. I was playing, and I still remember this like yesterday. I was playing a guy that was playing Zubstrika, Zapdos, Jirachi deck. And I was playing Zapdos... No, I was playing Pikarom with Jolteon at the time. Game 1, like after 5 minutes, I see I can maybe knock him out in 10 turns, but like he's starting to draw crazy. I'm like, okay, I know what he's playing. Can I pull it off in game 2, game 3? I was like, huh. Because I see, you know, the guy is looking at his cards, like, he goes slowly, like, as the game goes, he starts to play slower and slower and slower. So I'm like, okay, if I think I'm not going to pull off the game 1, you're just going to stall me to the tie, so I'm going to have 1 point. So I look at him, you know, like, at my cards and at my hand, at my board state, I'm like, okay, you know what? Doing it. I scooped, I'm like, alright, we're playing, game 2. Game 2, I've dunked him. And now that was the point, like, okay, great, I've dunked him, we are 1-1, 30 minutes still on the clock, so I can just slowly play in my own tempo, don't really have to worry about that. But at the same time, you know, beautiful knockout. By the way, I remember the game against a vice champion of Latin America that I tied. He was playing Rayquaza, and he won game 1, I've won game 2, because he was like, he looked at it, you know, he looked at his hand, there was like literally 5 minutes left on the clock. I looked at the clock and I'm like, okay, I just want to tie this game at this point. So we went into a tie, went to 1-1, and he goes like, let's go. I've never shuffled so fast. Like, it was, bam, dude, this. Unfortunately, termination, and all I needed was E-Power to draw. I didn't draw it. It was the next card on the top. We tied, but the game was great. Learned a lot though. Learned a lot from that one, little fella. This was going to be my first season. Was heading to Brisbane and Sydney. Couldn't get to Brisbane, and Sydney was cancelled because, yeah, not really the same, but. Yeah. I mean, I realized, like, at the local level, like, during the league, I don't think I ever stressed about the clock. Like, at challenges and cups, yeah, to a certain degree, right? But I feel like those games are not, you know, dragging that long. It depends on the deck, but yeah. Alright, so he went for Talonflame, which is really interesting that he wanted to put Talonflame to sleep. Out of, like, all the mons. So let's go on Indeedee. So I know, yeah, he's gonna keep doing the sleeping powder, but I can just hit him hard there. I still remember a match in Nantare. Don't remember the matchup anymore. I think God of War, but anyway, I was playing Pikarom and did full blitz, but attached the energy to the wrong mon. So I just couldn't beat it. Yeah. I mean, it happens, right? You know, especially when you like try to figure out everything in your head, and then the muscle memory kicks in, and it goes like, oh. Okay, this is not gonna be a knockout, but at least something. That's why I always say IRL is completely different than online. I think like the biggest difference to me is not being able to look like that on the board. Like I have to sit there and I don't have that data. I don't know amount of cards that opponent has. I don't have that view. This makes me angry every single time. I'm sitting there like, huh, those are not the graphics I'm used to. And I'm not joking, like that's much of the time I tell myself. I'm like, okay, let's go. By the way, Spider, did he accept the commission? I think he had to accept it. So yeah, I kind of figure out the team already, by the way. To stand up playing or sit? No. Everyone is sitting. I mean, like, honestly, I've never had a person saying, I would like to stand. Right? But yeah, like, sitting. Sitting is the way we do it. I mean, literally would have to have both players agreeing on standing. And I think if they would both be like, we want to stand, I'd be like, cool, go for it, no problem. Like I would not have a problem if both players agree on that. Both players don't have a problem with it. I'd be like, okay, go for it. But if one is like, nah, I like to sit, like, okay, we're sitting. And that's a GG, and that's how you win a game. So Talonflame, bam, you've got that tailwind. You see, I figured out the team. Main difference is sometimes your opponent's face can tell. Yeah, like, hey, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoy what I'm doing, right, if you enjoy the team, don't forget to click the sub button, right? We're also testing those teams live on Twitch. It's Ravenclaw/. Link is down there below, you can check it out. And I'll say thank you so much for everything you're doing, for just being here, you know, comments, subscriptions, right? They do help a lot, you know, they do help this channel grow. So thank you guys so much with everything. And if you're playing trading card game, there are some codes down there below. Actually, the 5% discount code, so you want to check that out. So thank you guys so much. So you guys live on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/RavenColtsHQ. And yeah, or you know, if you want to see me playing different games, you got Pokemon Couple Floor Plays, right? So Pokemon Couple Plays YouTube channel, also linked down there below, and the review stuff is there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye, mwah, good night, Raven loves you, take care, bye, have fun with the team, bye.